Hey guys, and welcome back to the Steam Summer Sale. So this time I'm going to go over today's daily deals. Today's the 16th of June. The first one is Football Manager 2013. This is 75% off, bring it down to £7.49. Now, Football Manager really ain't my kind of thing, so, you know what, if you like football, you'll probably get it, so it's really the sort of thing you'll know if you want it or not. Next up we have Crysis 2, the Maximum Edition. Now, Crysis 2 is a very fun game. I know it came under quite a lot of flack. By the way, this also includes the original Crysis. The original Crysis is by far the superior game in my opinion. They're both very fun though. They both last a decent amount of time. Just do be warned, you need a pretty decent computer to handle either of them. However, they are pretty fantastic, I think. They're really fun shooters, good mechanics. The nano suit really keeps the gameplay interesting. Next up we have Mark of the Ninja. This is a ninja game where it's like 2D, it's made by Clay, it's got beautiful art, really fun gameplay, pretty stealthy, and requires a decent little bit of thought. This is 75% off at $2.99, and I'm going to say it's an absolute worth your while buy. Next up we have The Secret World. This is a MMO. It sort of has the Guild Wars 2 style of business model. You just pay once and it's yours. 50% off for £12.49, although it's got a problem where the combat's not very good, and honestly in an MMO, I'm actually nearly thinking I wouldn't recommend picking this up unless you know it's definitely your thing. Next up we have Alan Wake. This is 90% off, bring it down to £2.99. This is a third-person, sort of actiony, survivalish, horror-ish game, sort of supernatural stuff going on. 90% off, £2.99 or $2.29. This game is worth it. It's very good. It's very accomplished, so absolutely pick it up. Next up we have DMC Devil May Cry. This is the new reboot featuring a new Dante, which was perhaps not the most popular decision. However, it is, by all accounts, actually a very good game. And for 15% off, if you enjoy spectacle fighters, it's probably a good one to go for. Next we have Orcs Must Die 2. This is it's quite an interesting game. Basically, it's a third-person game, and instead of it being a tower defense, what you do is you set up traps and elaborate sort of mechanisms and different sort of ways you combine the synergy of your traps. So it's a mixture of that. You use the traps to kill the waves of enemies that come, but you also use your character's abilities, like your bow or your arrows or, I don't know, sword, whatever. It's a very fun game. It's got a really cool cartoony art style. The main character is pretty cool, pretty like cocky. It's cool. And now this game is 75% off for £2.99, so I'm going to recommend it. It's very fun, and especially with friends. Next up we have Sleeping Dogs. It's 75% off for £4.99. This is pretty much a Hong Kong action movie. The game looks pretty cool. I've played it. When I say looks, I mean visually it's pretty cool. The main character's pretty cool, although there's some sort of disparities between the way they're trying to portray the character and then the actions of the character, but I suppose that's just a common gamey problem. As far as open world sort of games go, it does very well. Driving's good. It doesn't have much of a focus on gunplay. It's mainly a sort of fist fighting game, and they try to go for the Arkham City style of combat, but they don't really nail it that well, although it is still quite fun to pull off. So for 75% off, this game is certainly worth your time. Next up we have System Shock 2. This is £1.74, that's 75% off. Now this is the game that was, I believe, designed by Ken Levine, who is the guy who is responsible for BioShock, and this is really one of the spiritual sort of predecessors to the BioShocks that we know today. This is a very good game. It's a sci-fi first-person RPG. It involves shooting and stuff like that. Seems like a sort of sci-fi plot. It looks very cool. I haven't actually played it, but for this price, for the quality of the game, and for the sort of prestige of the developer, I'm going to say it's absolutely worth picking up. Finally, for today, we have Rising Storm. This is a mod for, not a mod, this is an expansion pack for Red Orchestra, and it's quite a niche military shooter. Essentially it's the Pacific War, World War II, the Japanese against the Americans. It's got quite interesting things in that the Japanese are able to use banzais and flamethrowers and that kind of thing. So, the Americans do flamethrowers, Japanese have their banzais. It's pretty cool like that. It does certainly feel like each side feels like what they sort of should be. In terms of combat, it's a rather slow pace. It's certainly more of a tactical slow game, going for realism and authenticity more so than like your Call of Duties or something. And honestly, if you're the kind of person that only really likes the Call of Duty style of shooter, this game's definitely not for you. But if you like a slow-paced and tactical, thoughtful game, then it's certainly for you. If you like Arma, you'll probably like this. Now, in terms of player numbers, from what I see with Red Orchestra 2, it's not really been getting a lot of players, so I'm not really sure whether I can give this my full recommendation or not. So that is it for today's Steam Roundup. Overall, it's not a day that excites me massively. Earlier I was able to pick up Galactic Civilizations 2, on a daily deal, not a daily deal, what do you call them, flash sale, that's it. And it is, by all accounts, a fantastic game. However, for the stuff here, there is nothing that I plan on picking up that I don't already have. So that is it for today's Steam Roundup. If you like, please hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.